Okay, what I'm going to talk about first is love. Love is often a restricted term that refers to the desire between two human beings, but we know there's much more to love than just physical attraction and sexual love. Plato's Symposium gives a number of perspectives on love that pretty much relate to a passion for wisdom and beauty which we must strive to attain. This is suggested by Diotima that love is not a god or beautiful at all, rather just a spirit that mediates between people and the objects of their desires. The main idea of this is that beauty is the greatest knowledge and is ultimately the most meaningful of human experiences. Next is death. Death comes to us all regardless of things like race or wealth or anything like that. It is an inevitable catastrophe in that it could happen to anyone at any given time. When it is accepted, it may or may not compel people to live in the here and now. This is discussed by Naomi Black in Existence in Black, in that the awareness of death can make experiencing life more intense or less intense. She also states that when inevitable death comes, things such as race simply do not matter. Heidegger also reflects on this when he talks about the they and how some people rely on they. And when you realize death and self-annihilation, they no longer matter because, they aren't dying with you. What they're both trying to say is that when realizing, inevitable death, it brings you back to yourself. Last is identity. Identity is not how others view or categorize you, but rather it's how you perceive yourself. Naomi Black refers to identity in that it has a deep connection with your decisions and choices that you make and the actions that you take. Identity also isn't something that you're just born with, but something every human tries to obtain throughout their life. Robert Burt, also in Existence in Black, sees this as process of self-inventing. This is that, we invent ourselves and we create our own identities through these actions and choices in our social existence.